I'm not scared of shit.
Black power.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. We have to effectively organize. I done watched all y'all. All of you. If you'd have been in front of a camera, I done watch your ass. Some point, we have to be effective in what it is that we do. I'm sick of this capitulated black ass leadership.
Come on.
We're going to do something about it.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
I'm sick of surrendered black, bought out ass leadership. Been
Sick
all
of this
across
shit.
Mississippi talking about this. Black folks thinking they running shit, ain't running nothing.
What
Come
you
on now.
said? Come on now.
Sick of it.
Sick of that shit.
You hear me, Celine? I'm sick of it.
Talk your heart.
I'm
Talk
getting
your
in front
heart.
of more cameras.
Talk your heart.
Because it's late in the game right now. Black people losing lives,
Come on.
other people gaining progress.
Come on.
Black people losing lives, other people gaining progress. If you bullshitting out here, we gonna find you. I don't care if you black or white.
Now you're talking. Speak that
That's
truth.
right.
There you go.
Ain't nobody playing.
The mic playing.
Ain't nobody playing. It's over with.
Come on.
I wanted y'all to hear this before these speakers come. That shit is over with. All the news cameras, wherever the news camera go, you need to understand what we saying. That shit is over with. You're going to get your real leaders in this town. That's what this is about.
That's what it's about.
Getting real black leadership in this town. The fuck Jim Strickland doing the mayor of Memphis?
Not a goddamn thing.
No, I'm serious.
Talk your heart.
How is that? I go all across Mississippi, the blackest state in the United States of America. Mississippi is the blackest state in the United States of America.
Correct.
They say 38% black, but they ain't count Pookie and Ray Ray now. I know.
Come on now.
We gonna organize Pookie and Ray Ray now.
Yeah.
We gonna organize Pookie and Ray Ray now. And them too. But what I'm simply saying is that we're going into historical black townships all across Mississippi. Where grandmama and them live. Black folks in place, but they not in place.
Come on.
Black folks in seats, but they ain't running shit.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Plantation economy.
Come on. Come on now.
That's what you got.
Come on here.
That's what it is.
Plantation economy system is sold out, capitulated black ass leadership.
Yes, sir.
From the top down. I watch it all in Memphis, all across the South. See it all the time.
Yeah.
I ain't mean to say all that. But I did mean to say all that. I didn't mean to say it right now.
You spoke our mind.
Because what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna, God is in me.
That's why
Come on.
Yeah. I'm finna let these people who come, because we need to expedite this program. Sister Charlotte put me in charge from this point, and we need to expedite this process. Because I want to come back and talk about the Scorpion units.
That's right.
I want to talk about capitulated black leadership in Memphis. I talked to Joe Brown today, extensively, Judge Joe Brown.
And he wants to run for mayor, y'all.
He knows more about legal, law, political, politics than probably everybody in the room put together. And ain't nobody asked him about shit.
Because he
So,
tells the fuck.
Yeah, yeah. So this is what we saying. We're gonna go ahead and expedite this process. We're gonna introduce our next speaker, who is a sister I've been watching, is adamant in this fight. I don't like to say struggle. In this fight, I've watched her diligently. We have talked. I admire her work, and we'll be working going forward. We'll be in Gulfport, Mississippi this weekend, seeking justice for Jaheim McMillan. This shit is not new.
It's not new.
Black people getting bullets put in their head is not new. People need to stop playing. So our next speaker that's coming up is a sister that fight for our slain. I actually love this sister. I ain't even really met her. I just love her work. I believe she's sincere in what it is that she do. Because she's everywhere. And I know she travels long distance. A lot of times I sit by myself, glad to see the brother going now. But she fight purpose for the people. Y'all give Selena Charles a warm hand.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you all for having me. I'm not going to be long, but I just want to piggyback off of the brother that spoke first about what's going on today. In 2020, I actually had a 15-year-old first cousin that was lynched. He was picked up by a Caucasian lady and her son from their house, from his house without parental consent.
Sure.
And when I look at Tyre's picture, and when I look at Emmett Till's picture, I see Kawan Charles. I don't know if y'all ever heard of the story.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just going to show y'all a picture. And this is why I fight so hard and why I go everywhere. Because when that happened to my cousin, I wanted to kill. I wanted to bring justice for my family, myself. Because I'm sick and tired of it. I had enough of it. I'm tired of dealing with the justice system. I have a young man here with me tonight that has spent 33 years in prison being framed by an all-white jury and an all-white justice system. And the fact of the matter, the judge that put him behind bars, name is on that courthouse out there in Muskegon County, Michigan. And we'll be out there on March 6th. But I just wanted to share this picture right here. It's on my phone. I was trying to airdrop it, but obviously nobody have pictures. I mean, nobody has airdrop it.
I do.
You got it.
This is Kawan Charles.
Drop this.
Drop it. I have it.
That happened to my cousin, November 3rd, 2020, when Biden got in the seat. He was found. You know, he was mutilated, naked, and they want us to believe that Kawan drowned in a sugarcane field. So every time something happens like this, I have to show up because it pisses me off. It makes me very, very mad. It makes me upset. So I'm at a place in my life where I have to go and face these people and tell them the truth. Just April of 2022, April of 2022, Jalen Rambo was shot in the back of the neck in Houston, Texas. 9 months on the 27th of this month, the day they released the video on Tyre Nichols. It made 9 months that Jalen has been deceased. A white officer shot Jalen behind the neck and killed him. They have yet to charge this man and arrest him. It's two different justice systems. We have allies, and I'm grateful for them. But this shit has to stop, and it has to stop immediately.
Yes, yes.
And whenever I stand on the front lines with my brothers and my sisters, I'm ready for war.
Come on.
I'm not afraid to die, and I'm not afraid to face it.
Black power.
Yes, ma'am. So all I got to say is y'all keep fighting, but we can't be no cowards. I done been to the pen. I don't mind laying up in there if I'm going down behind something for what's right. I don't mind standing for my people.
Come on.
You know, these people be around here with all these damn cameras and want all of these stories, but this shit is really happening to our people.
Right.
And I'm sick of the shit.
Tell the truth.
I'm very sick of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of facing mothers and fathers, but I'm really tired of facing mothers because I have a son. And every time I go to every event, I see my son. And to see Tyre Nichols, my son is a skater. He does skateboarding. So to see this young man running, I see my son. I'm really sick of it. This shit has to stop. Excuse my language, but I'm fed up. I'm very fed up. We can't be cowards. We can't say what we gonna do. We got to do.
That's right.
You hear me?
Yes, sister.
That's right.
That's it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you, Selena. And what we're hearing is a mother's pain. You know, they keep putting black mothers and the emotional charge that come from black mothers front and center. And black mothers are losing lives and other people are gaining political progress. Okay? I'm watching this. Black people are losing lives and other people are gaining political progress.
It has to stop.
It gotta stop.
Immediately.
How long we gonna remain this ignorant?
Come on.
How long we gonna remain this ignorant as a people?
Immediately.
Okay? So that's what gotta stop. I'm sick of the black mother's pain. Spoke to you down in Gulfport, black mother's pain. Blood spill. And I watched the syndicate that go on, not just in Memphis, Mississippi, all around. The syndicate that goes on. Look how fast the expeditious process of prosecuting these black men evolve. We dealing with cases right now, we can't get videotape. It's been damn near a year. White men. Nobody's exonerating the black brother.
Took 19 days.
20 days, 19 days. That happened. For whatever political reason that happened.
That's right.
It's going to be some more information that's going to surface.
That's right.
Because I'm going to make sure that they do. Brother Prophet, we'll get with you, with Joe Brown expressed to me today before we release this. Because you think you mad, you're going to be madder. You're going to be madder.
Come on.
Because you're not privy to all the information in these situations.
Black power.
Black power.
And we need leaders
Yes.
that understand politics and law. For goddamn Scorpion Unit, street crime operation to restore peace in our neighborhood, but they killing motherfuckers.
Killing.
It's crazy.
Every day
We sit here and laugh. Did we just have some vice lord come in? We just had some vice lord come in. This our we organize around this. We organize around this. We organize around street organizations. We want to politicize and weaponize street organizations, brother. Make sure we talk before we all leave. Y'all political. That's what Memphis is afraid of, us organizing the streets. Memphis is afraid of that. They weaponize this crime syndicate right here. That's what happened. Political power in Memphis weaponized Scorpion. I know it's going to get quiet.
Get real quiet.
You got a whole political operation that's been weaponized in the street. We're going to have to weaponize our street. We're going to have to do that. Y'all going to have to get political, brother. That's what we doing in Mississippi with the vice lords, the GDs. That's what we doing in Mississippi. We organizing the street tribe. Politicizing them in Greenwood, Mississippi, Indianola, Mississippi, Greenville, Mississippi, Holly Springs, Mississippi, Crosdale, Mississippi. Keep on going. Y'all somebody to us. We gotta weaponize y'all. How else we gonna fight back?
Come on.
It's all political.
It's all political.
White people don't fucking play. They serious.
Come on.
They serious. They weaponize these units. These brothers got carried away the other night. Thought they were gonna be protected like white police officers. Ain't nobody playing. We gonna spill it all today.
Come on.
So let's move on. Next speaker, Black Panther, Bride of Tears, Mama D Leave, My Children Alone, Memphis activist, fighting since 2004 for every, I'm struggling because this Charlotte's right. Fighting since 2004 for every community in Memphis. Also one of the original from Milli Vanilli in Europe. In Europe, she pioneered hip-hop music from east to west of Germany. Activist and in Europe for war-torn countries and children. Y'all help me introduce Mama D.
Mama D. Mama D.
First of all, I want to say thank you to our king who spoke earlier. Everything you said really enlightened me, and I hope it enlightened everyone who's here. And I hope y'all was listening with your good ear, because I heard some things I never heard before. And it has changed my mindset, because I often wonder, with Martin Luther King dying here in this city, how can it be that our men and women are so far gone? How can it be? For me, Martin Luther King was like Jesus. Like he laid his life down for us. They spoke on equality for all, but it wasn't all. It was for us, because they had. So, to see our black men today so far gone, wasted, and unaccountable, that must change. It has to change in the homes with the women. It got to change in the homes with the men. I mean, you look at this system. system has been designed from Willie Lynch to divide and conquer. And they don't care how they divide us. But Black Lives Matter, they talk about Black Lives Matter. Until Black Lives matter to us, Black lives don't matter.
Correct.
Say it again, Queen. Say it.
We're not just being killed by the police. We are killing each other way more than the police.
Yes.
Wake us up.
So this has to stop.
Yes.
And you know, I don't understand how we had to struggle.
Come on.
We got the leadership from our ancestors.
Come on now.
How come we cannot get in the gap and stand in the gap? Because when we were growing up, you remember when your neighbors would whoop you? That's called standing in the gap.
That's right.
But we can't get in the gap because we're afraid. You can't be afraid, especially when we live in a Memphis. I'm speaking of Memphis. If you go on every corner, it's a church. And they talk about faith. They talk about all the things God can do and provide. But they won't walk on it. Walking on faith is saying no to injustice. Walking on faith is saying, no, you're not going to take my child. Brother, do you not know who you are? You are a king, baby, before anything. Do you not know that it was not Columbus that brought us here? It took the Moors to build this country, to build Europe, to build Asia. That was us. Do not allow that fuckery to get you. And what we got to understand, our elders are leaving us.
Yes.
When they leave us, they take the knowledge.
That's right.
And if we don't buckle down, put our boots on the ground, and stand for something, we will continue to fall for everything that these white people have systematically put in place for us. You don't have to be a rocket science to see this. If you got compassion, if you got love, if you understand your melanin, then you know you are that person. We are the privilege. Until we take it back, they're going to continue this. We need more unity. We need more people to stand up. Stop talking among yourself. Oh, this what I'll do. That shit ain't bringing us nothing. Because you're talking among each other.
Come on now.
All these different entities we got in this city that's being funded by the police department. Stevie Moore, excuse me. I'm going to call you out. You get too much money off our children dying. But ain't now one of your signs stopping them bullets from hitting our children.
Come on now.
You go down and you bring Amy Wyrick to march about our people, but she's the one incarcerating our people.
That's right.
She's the one hiding the records, the reports. She's the one. But I'm going to tell you, everything I had in me, I promised her I would get her out. And I drug her. And I meant that. And I did that.
She's out of there.
C.J. Davis, when she came here to our city, and C.J., look at me. I'm that Panther. And I told you I piss, Panther piss on you if you destroy my people. In case y'all don't know, Panther piss is like acid. It destroys. I'm a Black Panther until I die. And I will die for you, and for you, because I'm not afraid. I go against the grind when the grind is going against me. So, y'all need to understand, brothers, pull up your pants. Pull pull your pants up and be a man. Go back and look at Martin, Malcolm, Maker. Those were men. Educate yourself.
That's right. That's right.
Come on, Mama.
Stop selling dope. We got too many avenues for you to continue to kill our people.
Come on.
He just spoke about heroin.
Speak on it, Queen.
Heroin is killing us daily. They don't care. It's been doing it. But now they're concerned because it's killing theirs.
Come on now. So,
If we, the people who vote these people into these office, don't drag them like they dragging us, we ain't getting nowhere. I'm one woman. Every time something go on in this city, you will see me. You will see me whether I'm by myself or with others. I'm going to fight you. That's why I'm Mama D. I love everybody. If your mama don't love you, your daddy don't love you, call me. I'll never not answer. And I always got love for my people. And like I said, unity. Unity is the key. These activists and these protesters, you got to come together. You got to come together. Stop outcasting. That's why we can't get nowhere. This separation. And another thing, that Scorpion group.
Come on.
Do you know she had a group like this before together in Atlanta? They were called the Red Dogs.
yep.
The Red Dogs literally beat an old lady,
Yes.
an old woman. Men like the ones you saw beat Tyre.
Yes, yes.
And so you can't tell me she don't know no better.
She know better.
So, CJ, the colonels, the majors, the lieutenants, the sergeants, everything that is a supervisor need to follow her. You are only as good as your leader. Now, I don't want to switch from Tyre, but I want to show you some hard facts evidence. I work for a company, a big company down here. Really can't say their name because I can get in some trouble. But I'm going through sexual harassment. I would have filed a charge, but guess what? My captain there, he's a retired police officer. They didn't know, because I'm a pimp. Anytime I deal with you, I'm going to be recording you. I recorded them when I came in and filed it. I recorded them when I had to come back and ask them why did they deny my case. They lied to me. She went and got her supervisor. He came out and lied to me. I went to the lieutenant. He lied to me. So you see, that officer that took that report that was wrong for leaving out the fact that my supervisor tells me, if you want to see the biggest penis in the world, look in this man's window. If you want to see the finest white girl, look at her window. Y'all want to see a good sex act? Look in this window. You tell me that's not illegal. But they told me to take it over to EEOC. But if I would have been a white girl, that wouldn't have never been, those charges would have been pressed. That black retired police officer that sexually harassing me, he would have been having to be held accountable for touching and saying the things he said to the white girl. But I'm black. It don't matter.
Go home, Becky.
It don't matter. You remember when Becky just got killed? But it was a black girl right before her who had got raped by the same man. But they had to go back and get her report, the black girl, to help Becky. See, this is what I tell you, separation. But most of every police officer that I dealt with there, they were black. And they let me down. They didn't care. Just like these police officers that did what they did to Tyre.
Correct.
And see, let me tell you something. How can you ever snatch a man out of a car and call him the B-I-T-C-H word without feeling like you just, that's an assault. So you had no respect at all. None. And we can't continue to let it happen. We got to save our children. We got to save our babies. We got to save our young black men. We got to save our young black girls. We got to hold them accountable for their actions. You can't tell me that you're too afraid to talk to your cousins, your nephews, and your brothers. Because all these little kids out here belong somewhere to somebody, and they somebody's cousin, brother. And if y'all scared to talk to them, then bring them and let us talk to them. Let's save these kids. Let's do what they won't do. Because if we save them, now they got a problem. But as long as they got us where we at, we got the problem. Come together. Take this serious. Because if we don't, these little kids behind us, they ain't got a ground to stand up. They ain't got a leg. They ain't got a fist. They ain't got nothing to fight with. Because we can't come together and show them the way. It takes all of us. When you go out there, I'll be out there with you. I don't know how many of y'all can commit to coming out there, because Mamie Till said it best. When something happened to one of us, it better be the business of all of us. And until we understand that, we ain't going to get nowhere. I love you all. If you ever need me, I'm here. But I don't do bullshit.
Black power!
Thank you, Mama D. Felt all of that.
Yeah.
Listen, my conversation today, this is no anomaly. The situation with our brother Tyre is no anomaly. My conversation with Joe Brown today, he corroborated some facts to me. He basically said that in the last year, 628 families have suffered this same fate.
Correct.
628 families suffer this same fate. This is no anomaly. It is peculiar. It's a national scene. So you got people coming in here seeking political advantages behind this.
Come on now.
Okay? We got to be clear.
Yes.
One of my most famous and most effective lessons that I ever learned in my journey, and I've been on a 26-year journey doing this. This ain't new. 26-year journey. Started out that man back there behind that camera, Northwest Community College, talking about black power, why it's needed. One of the most powerful statements that I learned early was a statement made by Neely Fuller Jr. What Neely Fuller Jr. said, he said, if you don't understand racism, white supremacy, what it is and how it works, everything that you think you understand is only confusing you. He said it one more time. He said, if you do not understand racism, white supremacy, what it is and how it works, everything that you think you understand is only confusing you. You can see black people in power, but it's really white people in power. A question that got to be asked for everybody that's living in Memphis right now. So you got a process for this. You got elected officials, then you got appointed people by elected people. When you look at the history of your chief of police, look at the history. Y'all ain't did it. I know you ain't did it. Go and look at it when you go home. Her history. Make it plain. She was asked to be here. I saw the letter.
That's right.
She was asked to be here. Why she didn't show up? Speak for yourself, chief. But what I'm saying, you go and look at the history yourself. It's more than just Red Dog. It's more than that. It's more than just killing a 92-year-old woman. It's more than that. Go and look at it yourself. Then you have to ask yourself, how does somebody become qualified to get a job like this, and who appointed her? For what reason? When I go home, I ain't gonna have no guilt on me. And say it and tell it like it is. What we got to lose? What we got to lose? Do your research. Who you owe? Who do these people owe their allegiance to? Nobody owes the black community. Nobody wants to pay homage and respect and honor to the black community. We're going to have to save ourselves. We ain't going to pray our way out of this. We ain't going to sing our way out of this. We ain't going to social media post our way out of this.
Say it.
Black
Say it.
power.
Organize.
Black power.
Get some things done.
That's right.
Go ahead on and bring our next speaker. I should have got this brother right behind Selena, but we're going to bring brother Larry Jones here. And like I said, when you step to this mic, don't be long, be strong. Don't be long. No, it ain't about that. It's about being effective. It's about being effective. This ain't no show. It's about getting up here and taking the opportunity to be effective. That's what we're playing. We playing too much. We play too much.
Right. Tell him. Come on, Lumumba. Speak.
So when you come up here, be effective. Come on, Mr. Larry. Y'all welcome Mr. Larry.
Yes.
All right.
Good afternoon. Good evening to everyone. First, I want to introduce myself. My name is Tyre Jones. I was born in Muskegon, Michigan, but I was raised in Chicago, in Muskegon. And briefly, what I want to tell you is, looking at an individual who has been wronged by the criminal justice system. We talk about the police killing us on the streets, but they're also killing us in the courtroom. And like the Reverend Shafter spoke last night at our press conference, what we need to do is like Brother Patrick just said, people better start organizing. And that's serious business. The game is serious. If you want to take it lightly, that's on you. But it's your kids' future, like the lady just spoke about, is our grandkids' future as well. I was sentenced in 1985 for 30 to 50 years because the white man said I made 3 telephone calls to a man that I don't even know. But it was a situation where my brother was involved. So I owned a party store. I was a home investor there, as I am now. I'm not a store owner anymore, but I'm a home investor. So I'm just here briefly to tell you, after doing that 33 years, I got back out on March 6th of 2018. I restarted everything that I was doing prior to that. So all I want to say to you, the game is real. If you want to survive out here, you got to organize so we can break this chain in which all these people are doing to our children. Killing you in the streets, then killing you in the courtroom. You can make a decision on how you want to do it. A prosecutor objected to the judge forcing them to take the crimes out of chronological order. He did it anyway, just to sentence me for 30, 50 years. So y'all keep that in mind as y'all move and travel through our mission to try to correct the game and make it right. Thank you.
Black power.
Moving right along. I don't want to be disrespectful. It's an elder that came amongst us. And I'm an ancestor worshiper. I'll tell y'all that right now.
All day.
I'm an ancestor worshiper.
I say.
Okay? That's some serious, that's real serious to me. And I follow protocol. It's called the ancestors, the elders.
Yes, sir.
And then me, us, the fighters, the warriors. I follow that protocol. So it's an elder sitting among us today that I cannot omit in this process because his wisdom is valued. And I think that's something that we don't do today is value the wisdom of our ancestors.
Correct.
We don't value what Malcolm was talking about. We don't value what King and all the great teachers of our time were talking about. We got a serious problem.
Yes, we do.
We got amnesia. And I would be remiss if I go any further and not bring this elder that has taught me so much and supported me in our efforts in what it is that we do in Mississippi and across this country. Baba Omar Baruti, could you come and have a word tonight? Baba Omar Baruti, been soldiering in this community for years. He deserves a better hand applause than that.
Yes, sir.
First, let me get permission from the elder to speak. If anybody is here is over 75 years old, which I am 75 years old, let me get permission to speak. I guess I'll give myself permission to speak. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Hotel.
Hotel.
Praise the Lord. I miss anybody. free the land. Yes. We are having a dilemma right here, not just in Memphis, but in America. And so we have organized, we're in the process of putting together a Million Black Fathers March right here in Memphis. Dr. Umar Johnson is going to be the keynote speaker. And the reason we're doing this, and I need to tell you a little bit about myself. I was arrested at age 19. What was I doing? My mother said, go to the store and give me some sugar. I need to make a cake for Sunday. I just got through studying my Sunday school lessons. I was a Sunday school teacher. I just got studying for my physics exam because I was a college student. So 1 block from the store, the police pull up. Say, where you going, nigga? I said, I'm going to the store. Come over to the car, nigga. They put me against the car, patted me down, and put handcuffs on me. What did I do? I'm asking, what did I do? I'm a college student. I'm a Sunday school. What did I do? They said, shut up, nigga. We'll think of something on the way to the station. I was arrested at 10 o'clock at night. Back in the day when buses quit running at dark. And you can call your dad. I called my father. He said, oh, don't worry, son. I'm coming to get you out. I was scared for the police. Because my dad lived in Mississippi. And somebody, when he lived on the plantation, they called it the sharecropping. The white man that owned it came to the house one morning and knocked on the door and said he wanted to see my mother. Had a shotgun. And he came to rape my mother. My dad, 5'4", 120 pounds, tussled with that white man and killed him with his own shotgun and fled to Memphis.
Black power.
From Greenville, Mississippi.
That's right.
I'm thinking you gonna come with a shotgun to this police station and get me out. But around 5 o'clock they said, come on, nigga, you can go. And I had to walk home. But from that day to this, age 19, from that day to this day, I have been going into the prison system for over 30 years, trying to see what I could do to help free my people. I want to say this right now, because I see what I see and I don't like what I see. Don't like it. Back in the day, we ran away from the KKK because they were coming to kill us and we knew who the enemy was. But today, the Crips are killing us. We're killing ourselves. The Crips are taking the job with the KKK. I'm looking at what we're doing. I just got a foster son who just got out of prison. But because they didn't like something he didn't do, to hit on somebody, they're trying to kill him. So now the Crips are the KKK. The Bloods have become the KKK. And now the police, black police officers, are becoming the KKK. And now all the KKK can do is sit back and retire and watch the blood spilled in our community. But somewhere, though, we got to bring the black father back into the household, because without the black father, the child don't know what a real father looks like. He don't know. But the welfare system manipulated him out of the house. You can get a free Section 8 if you got no man in the house. You can get food stamps. You get all these government benefits, just get rid of him. It's a manipulation system. They knew exactly what they were doing. Yes, they did. And unless you got a father in the house, you don't know what a real man looks like. Come on, man. You ain't seen one. Yeah. All you seen is a gangster rapper with his pants hanging below his booty hole. Come on, man. Gold around his neck. And then this is being manipulated by the powers that be, that have you listen to music that's called Poison Your Children. How about a song called Throw That Boy Pussy? What you say? And then it makes it the top 10. What boy you got in your house got something like that going on? Somewhere, black father. Somewhere, black father. We got to come back home and be the father.
Come on now. There you go now.
My dad couldn't read or write. 3rd grade, he had to go pick cotton. But my dad was a man. I kissed the ground and walked on him. Because he took care of his family. You better not set your foot on this property improperly. And you better not do it. And you better not mess up because he's coming to get you. That was my father, 11 children. He made everybody get a house. You couldn't even leave his house till you had a house. All right. I got a car to me that. Why do I need a house? I don't care, son. You're going to get a house when you leave out this house. So he made everybody get a house. But he was the father. He would go to work. Even on his sick day, he'd go to work. Had asthma. He didn't care about that. He cared about his family. Somewhere, black man, we got to stand up and be black men again. Yes. You got to go back home and be the father to your children. Yes. I got 8 children. I'm like my dad. You got to get a degree. Everybody got a college degree, from the bachelor to the master to the PhD. You got to have a degree in something. You can't lay around and do nothing. We don't do that in my house. But black man, the father that we need to be and we should be, we're going to be. They don't want you to know your history. That's why they're telling you can't teach black history anymore. Why don't they want you to know it? Because they don't want you to know who you are.
That's right.
They don't want you to know you built the pyramid. They stole your image and put them on down the pyramid, but that's your pyramid, not theirs. They don't want you to know that you are the father of civilization. The oldest bones ever found in Africa belongs to you. Yes. Over 3 million years old. Yes. It belonged to you. They built civilization. That sister hit it right on the head. They built civilization. Black men, they built it. We built the civilization. Can't say it enough. The inventions that we have, that they stole. All of them. Our signature is on that. Alphabet. Including the digital cell phone that everybody's using today.
Right.
Was built by a black man.
That's right.
And stolen by a white.
And stolen. Somewhere, black man, come back home. And be the father to your children.
Yes, and the kings to your queens.
You can do it. And you must do it. Yes. And right now, we don't have a choice. I go into prison. And I've been going to prison for over 30 years. I see children in prison, 18, 19 years old, triple murder. They so happy they got a GED. So what you gonna do with it? Because you ain't never coming out of here. Never. And I visit the prison at least twice a week, every week. I don't miss. But we got to stop that flow of children into the prison system. About 1975, 76, there were around 300,000 people in the prison system in this country. Now there's 2.3 million. And they're knowing at age 3rd grade what time you go into the prison. Because I see it. But why is it happening like that? Lack of fatherhood. Lack of direction. A black girl don't know what a real man looks like because she ain't seen one.
Nah, say it again. Oh, Lord, that must have been so hard. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel about it.
Say it again. She think he's saggy pants, got a gold teeth in his mouth, got tattoos all over him.
Yep. Drawn all out.
And got a reefer behind his ear. That's a real man.
And them boxes not even clean.
You don't show your panties when you're a real man.
That's right. Say it, Dr.
And you don't depend on a woman to give you nothing. Nothing. Your job is to take care of her and the children.
Yes, yes,
and even if you have children that don't belong to you, it still belongs to you.
Black power.
They belong to you just because they are with her and you're the father of that house.
That's right.
You don't ask her for nothing. You pay the rent. You pay the light bill. In fact, you pay all the bills. If you the king, now if you the baby, you can go there and play the game with the other little children. But they can't be you, black man. They can't be you. My wife don't pay no bills. I don't let her. I pay everything. If she make money, but I don't even know what she make. So I don't care. My job is to take care of her and my children. And that's how it's been since I came into my first relationship. Always because that's what my dad did.
But without that, you wouldn't have had no role model.
My dad set the path, and I walk in his path even to this day.
Yes.
And our children do the same thing. I want us all to understand, the Million Black Fathers March is going to be in Memphis in April. Dr. Umar Johnson is going to be the keynote speaker. And we want everybody to know that. We want everybody to come out and participate. Because we got to get ourselves back to where we used to be. As heads of our household, as the take care of our families. And when you police your own community, you don't need no police.
Thank you.
Yeah. You the police. Thank you. And think about how we live. Back in the day, you mentioned, you got in trouble down the street here, you got in trouble up the street. Because the elders would keep you in check. Could nobody knock on your door and they weren't welcome to be on your porch? But that didn't happen. And if you got in trouble at school, as soon as you got home, there was something waiting for you. The neighborhood, the community, the village took care of the children. And now I live in Big Hampton. Over 70% of the households had a black man in the house taking care of business. And now only about 15 or 20% have a black man that's taking care of business. They get some sweets in the sheets, but that's all they give them. They ain't taking care of no business. Black man, stand up and be the father that you need to be, the father that you used to be. Come back and take your community back. Come back and take your house back. Come back and take your position as the leader, teaching guide of your house. You the king on that throne. Get back on that throne.
That's it.
Thank you.
Black power.
When you just spoke about those men, women, y'all need to get on y'all game. Stop holding y'all children from the fathers. Know one thing, we can't bear nothing unless they see us. Stop using these children against the fathers. You hurting them babies more than you hurt them. So that's what I got to say. It takes both of us, the men and the women, to come back together to raise these kids. Get off the cell phones tracking the men and track the kids down.
That's right. We got to get that right. We got to get it right. That's right. That's right, baby. Social wealth. We got to have social wealth. That's a big part of it.
Yes.
You say this. Once was a plantation. It was an African and it was a slave sitting at the branch of the fence. The fence was branched to the plantation, meaning there was a way out.
Yes.
It was a slave and it was an African. The African looked at the slave and he said, "Hey, we can leave this place. We need to go." The slave looked at the African, Baba Baruti, and he said, "Nah, we need to fix the hole." He said, "Nah, we need to fix the hole. We got too many slaves in the black community. We don't have enough Africans. There's a hole in the fence. We got to get out. We don't fix the hole, Mama D. We got too many black people that want to fix a broken system." That's what I mean. Instead of scrap the system, build you a system. Come on, build you a system. Come on. Yes, sir. Build you a system.
Speak it.
Yes, sir. Yes, Malcolm said, "Why are you fighting with these goddamn people to sit on their toilet and drink from their water fountain? Build you one."
That's right.
I want to
Talk black to me, brother.
They go way back with me. We've been talking about this since we were children.
Come on, man.
And he's still in his fight. He's still in his fight. I commend him and I thank him for being here tonight. I want to give him a minute before we introduce our last speaker of the night. I want to bring up a very strong brother in this community. with the Republic of New Africa, my brother, Brother Prophecy. Y'all give me a hand.
Right.
First, do I have permission from the elder to speak?
There you go.
Yes.
All right,
All right now. Come on, brother.
Free land. Black power.
Black power.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Hotel. Anything else we get? Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Whatever.
Praise to the Most High.
We want to make sure we include everybody in here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we come over here, you know, because if you're in this space, then at some point in time, something woke you up, right? You know what I'm saying? You woke up enough to be in this space right here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we might have different alarm clocks. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might be a Rastafarian over here, a Hebrew Israelite, or whatever and stuff like that. But we all woke up some kind of way, you know what I'm saying? And we end up being right here. But sometimes, you know what I'm saying, we've been so conditioned and indoctrinated within this system that after we wake up, we start fighting over who got the best alarm clock. So I just want to make sure that we all on the same page. I don't give a damn about how you got here. As long as we're here, now that we're here, we got something we need to talk about. We got something we need to talk about, y'all. So I want to thank the organizer of this event, because we really got some things we need to talk about. See,
Black power! Black power!
All right. A lot of people be asking me, brother, how you feel? How you feel knowing that these black cops killed this brother? How you feel? Because it was a black cop. We always killing each other, all these black cops. And I tell them, well, hold on. I feel the same way about them as I feel about the killer of Mike Brown. I feel the same way about them as I feel about the killer of Tamir Rice, the killer of Emmett Till. She's the killer of Darius Stewart, who got murdered right down the block from where our brother got killed from. I feel the same way. See, a lot of times we get confused about what we up against. See, we think we up against a few bad individuals who don't like us because we black. But the reality is we up against a badass system that benefits from the exploitation of our people. We got a system of exploitation, a system of brutality, a system of racism and white supremacy. It is a system. It ain't about an individual. And we have been indoctrinated in that system. We've been so indoctrinated into that system that if right now, if we could abracadabra and get rid of every white person in the world, the system would still exist. So we will carry it on.
Come on, make it plain. Make it plain.
So, we've been talking about the problem for a long time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We all know the problem.
Yes.
Malcolm told us the problem. Marcus Garvey told us the problem. Farrakhan tell us the problem. We all know the problem. So eventually, we got to come around to what's the solution? Even though if you paid attention, Malcolm, Garvey, all them, they told you the solution too. You know what I'm saying? Because I always say this. It ain't going to be long. I promise you, I'm going to be short and sweet.
Knowledge is power.
Appreciate that. It is. Yeah. Wait, let me say this. A lot of people say knowledge is power. I got some issue with that. I don't think knowledge is power. I think knowledge is the potential for power. Knowledge is only power when you apply it. Knowledge without application is just information. That's it. Because I know it's a whole lot of knowledgeable people sitting down on their ass not doing a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Give me a dumb ass that knows that they want to do something. You know what I'm saying? I take that over a person that got a whole lot of knowledge who want to sit on their ass and don't want to do nothing. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel you on that knowledge and power, but knowledge is the potential for power. Yeah. That's right. So I appreciate that. But
Buck naked truth.
damn right, buck naked. Buck it naked.
Yes.
But I always say that anytime people find themselves in a power dynamic, a power relationship, when our economic system, our political system, our social system, our justice system, our educational systems are all controlled by the same individuals who have historically benefited from our exploitation, it's going to be damn near hard or damn near impossible for us to solve our problems collectively. So if we know that, if we understand that, if we understand that this is a system of oppression, then we gotta get rid of the damn system. We can't keep praying and hoping that one day white people love us. See, a lot of people think freedom is synonymous with white people loving us or white people treating us better. Tell you newsflash, white people can love us tomorrow. That's not gonna change the power dynamic. It ain't gonna change the power dynamic where you got European, Caucasian people on top and black people on the bottom. It ain't gonna change that. We got to change that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when this power dynamic is dependent upon the exploitation of our people in order to keep it going.
That's right. That's what capitalism is.
That's what capitalism is. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Damn right. Yes. So we got to get out of that system. We got to separate. The first war that we got to fight is the war within self. Come on. We got to separate that mindset of white supremacy. We got to get rid of that. We got to eradicate that. And then we got to get it out of our family. And we got to get it out of our community. We got to get it out of our nation and our race.
Black power.
Damn right. Black power. But really, all right, we saying black power. What is black power? Anybody, what is black power?
Knowing who you are.
Knowing who you
Standing
are.
on who you are. And showing and enlightening others who don't know who they are, who they are.
All right.
That is
Not taking shit from the oppressor.
Not taking shit from the oppressor. What you say, Brother Shay?
The ability to define phenomena and have others accepted is they
Oh, this is my education.
We say we black people, and we all agree that we black, and we say build solidarity around our blackness.
Damn right. All great definitions and all true. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's an important element of black power that we got to really focus on, especially at this particular time in history.
Economics.
You know what I'm saying? We got to focus on, you know, when you go into your black community, actually making it a black community. Meaning the systems and the institutions of those communities are ran by us and for the benefit of us. Right. See, what's going on right now is we have communities that are not black communities. They're just residents with a large concentration of black people in them. You know what I'm saying? Concentration camps, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So if we really want to gain black power, then we got to focus on taking back our community and creating black communities that we own, that we control, that we need black hospitals, we need black banks, we need black schools, we need all things, everything all day needs to be black.
Yeah, talk black to me, brother. Talk black to me. Talk black to me.
So, all right, I'm right here. I'm part of the Republic of New Africa, and we basically concentrate on land independence, self-determination, reparation, and creating an economic system that ain't based on the exploitation of everybody. We ain't trying to use everybody. We're trying to build everybody up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Blessing.
Damn right.
Blessing.
So with that, what we need to do here, and we call this Ida-B-Well City. You know, we remain Memphis to Ida-B-Well City. But Ida-B-Well City, Manila, Memphis, whatever you want to call it. We're right here for those individuals, for those organizations, for those people who want to be serious about taking back our community. And I thank y'all for coming here. Hold on, my bad. I got the brothers from the street, brothers and sisters from the street organization. I got to properly acknowledge y'all because y'all the youth. Y'all the future. Y'all are our soldiers. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the first time 400 years ago, when the first melanated person was placed into that system of chattel slavery, that was an act of war. And we've been at war for ever since. You know what I'm saying? It just, we seem to forget who we at war with. But the reality is, the youth, y'all are soldiers. Y'all are soldiers. When the youth wake up, it's over.
It's the world.
So like I said,
wake them up.
Thank y'all for coming here, for real.
Yes,
y'all the most important people in here. Y'all don't even know. Y'all the most important people in here. But right here in Memphis, we need to create a united front.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all with that idea? I am not just saying something crazy. You know what I'm saying? We need to create a united front.
Yes.
Of all organizations, all individuals, whoever it is, that's serious.
Yes.
When I say the word serious, I mean serious about taking control of our community. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who running, who the leaders. I don't give a damn about big eyes and little you. See, in the Republic of New Africa, we don't even capitalize the letter I. we put it small. We capitalize we because the we is bigger than the I. The community is bigger than the individual. You know what I'm saying? These are principles that guide us. But like I said, we need to create a united front in Memphis, and we need to meet regularly and bring about institutions and initiatives and programs that directly deal with the community, because we can sit up and protest saying, white people, please stop eating us, please stop killing us. It ain't gonna mean a damn thing, because it ain't their responsibility to stop killing us. It's our responsibility to empower ourselves so they won't, so they can't. And if they do, then it's our responsibility to implement consequences on them.
What you said?
That's right.
By any means necessary.
By any goddamn means necessary.
That's it, Mama D.
But like I said,
Mama D show gonna be front line.
if you are interested, and make sure y'all support Brother Omar right there with the $1 Million Black Father March.
Correct.
I'm gonna be I'm part of that right there. I'm one of the speakers, so I'll be there too. But if y'all serious, make sure, go get with Brother Patrick, we start a list or whatever, with your name, your number, and all of that good stuff, and let's organize. Individually, we can't do very much. But together, like you said, one finger, very weak. But a fist will knock your ass out. I'm Brother Prophecy, y'all. Free the land.
Free the land.
Black power. Black power. Black power.
Black power.
Hey, Brother Prophet, I tell you what black power is. Very simple, because I got to explain this everywhere I go in Mississippi. Very simple explanation. And I appreciate Brother Chase for his explanation. But we got to make it simple and plain.
Come on.
Black power is the ability to change your condition.
There you go.
Black power is the ability to change your condition. Yes. If you don't have the ability to change your condition, you don't have no power. You don't have no power. That's why I don't never say peace and power. I always say power and peace. You ain't gonna have no peace until you get some power. That's what America is about. It's power. Who got it and who don't.
Come on.
If you ain't got it, okay, this is how we end up in our condition. So our quest is for power. Power assertion. And where do we get power? We're going to bring you right into my next speaker. In Mississippi, I own 278 acres of land.
Come on.
Inherited land.
Come on.
278 acres of land. You don't have no land, you ain't got no basis for nothing. You don't have no jurisdiction to control nothing. Y'all know where Shelby County came from? You know where Jackson, Mississippi came from?
Come on.
Y'all don't do enough history to know nothing.
Come on.
We don't do enough history to understand. You know where Mississippi came from? Territory. See, this is why we don't understand. But we in the street fighting over territory with our brothers and want to kill them about a block that you don't even own.
Come on.
You don't even control.
Come on.
You don't even know who represents that block politically.
Come on.
They ain't even from your community.
Come on.
Power is the ability to change your condition.
Yes.
That's what power is. So, without further ado, we want to bring this brother because he got to catch a flight. I didn't know this brother till tonight. Go by the name Mr. Landman. I want to see what Mr. Landman got to talk about all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Y'all welcome him because he got to catch a flight. Mr. Landman.
How you doing? Well, they call me Mr. Landman because I own land, but at the same time, I help African Americans around the country to own land. So you got to understand that Anthony Johnson, if nobody knows who Anthony Johnson is, he was the first black slave owner and landowner in America to own land. So what I done was 8 years ago, a white man challenged me and said, come to Denver, Colorado and walk my land of 1,000 acres. So I did. Took me 30 days to walk 1,000 acres of land. So in 1,000 acres of land, I learned how soil tests. I learned my property rights. I learned my air rights. So I said, wait a minute, sir. He said, you know what? You're the only black man that approached me about land ownership in America. He said, I want you to go to 30 zoning offices in the country. He challenged me. I said, you know what? I'm going to try it. Went to Atlanta, went to 17 zoning offices. It was only 1% black in the zoning office. Listen to what I'm saying. This room need to be quiet because land is power in America. We talk about reparation, but we're talking about land ownership in America. Buying back USA. I created it from a vision. They say you buy back America. I'm not buying land in Africa. I'm not buying land because you know what? I'm buying land here because this is where we at. We got to control the land in order to control the financial, economic restoration of America. Period. Understand the thinking of this. You buy back the land, not buy back the block. Because even if you're a homeowner, you're not even a landowner. What they do is they take the land and put the home into a wrap mortgage and tell you that you got to get off your land. But if you buy the land separate from the home, then the home can be sold to the bank and your land can still be owned by you. So what I done was I went to the funeral with Tyre Nichols. Tyre Nichols was signing up for an event that I got going on March 10th in Memphis at the University of Memphis Holiday Hotel. It's called Dream Big Memphis. My Instagram is Buying Back USA. You go on Buying Back USA Instagram, you will see it's called Dream Big Memphis, March 10th. I disguised it so I could put the message into the plan of land ownership in America. Listen to what I'm saying. If I would have came in and said I'm doing a real estate class, like John Cadone, like the rest of these guys around the country, I do free events. I don't charge anybody for the knowledge. I do free events. It's called Dream Big. You got to dream big Memphis in order for Memphis to grow. So we was at the funeral. And I told the mayor, if you want to get reelected, you better show up March 10th. Because we know the game plan that you took the land of Memphis and put it into a land bank and went to Nashville and changed the law. Listen to what I'm saying in Memphis. He went to the land bank in Nashville and changed the law that African Americans cannot buy land without going through the city. But you want to tell me that you want to own something in Memphis? Try to buy some land in Memphis and see what happens. I ain't talking about buying a home. I said buying some land. Because when you're a homeowner, you just a number. But when you're a landowner, you go in the deed books. We're talking about the unforgotten slave that couldn't speak, that couldn't own land. So when I took Anthony Johnson method, Anthony Johnson said I own slaves, and he owned white slaves. Anthony Johnson owned white slaves in 1600 to 1660. Do your research. I don't talk, back it up the facts. That's why I'm Mr. Landman. I ate dirt, I eat dirt, I smell dirt. I know dirt. And you're going to be buried in dirt. So you need to own land instead of trying to buy a car and a home. Because the home has no value after a certain amount of years. But land continues to grow. John Malone is the largest landowner in America, besides Bill Gates. He sold 300,000 acres to Bill Gates just to build farmland to house French fries, McDonald's fries. Google it right now. Bill Gates owns the largest farm potato land in the country. And you have to go through Bill Gates' foundation to get your French fries from McDonald's. Okay, let me drop some more knowledge since you kind of a little slow. Here we go. If you have an acre of land compared to 2 homes, the acre of land will grow in principle of 300% compared to 2 homes only growing at 30%.
I don't want a home, I want some land.
That's what I'm talking about, my sister. So what you have to do is what they do, they sell you an idea. Real estate is not land. Land is just land. Period. There's no such thing as real estate. They created an illusion with the banks to say you have to get a house loan, not a land loan. The land loan is only 12% interest. A home loan is 30%. They want you to put down 3 to 5% to try to get it over a 30-year mortgage. Think about it. Buy the land and build your home. Understand that land is the only controlling wealth that you can do in America. So my illusion is dream big. I'm doing free events around the country. Dream Big Memphis is the first event that I'm doing on my tour. I chose Memphis because Memphis needed healing. That's why I went to Tyre. Tyre Nichols signed up to be at my event March 10th. He didn't even goddamn make it. It ain't Tyre to me. Because when he signed up, he spelled it different on the drink break. I didn't even know who it was until I found found out. It's incredible how it spells different on Eventbrite. When I see him in person, I said, man, that's the same guy that wanted to sign up.
What they need to do.
This is a message that we have to go out. So land is very important. Buying back USA America is what I created. It's an illusion. I told Sean Hannity that there would be more African American landowners in America than white by 2027. And I mean it. I don't want to hear another basketball player or football player or any rappers tell me they buying land until y'all buy some land. Do not invest into any of the celebrities until you own some land. Rick Ross owns 100 acres of land. So what? It don't matter. Meek Mill's on 40 acres of land. So what? But you know how many acres LeBron owns? Okay. Let's talk now. Let's talk LeBron. Let's talk all these celebrities. But how many acres of land do you own? My brother owns 200 some acres of land. What you own today? Are you going to wake up and buy an acre of land or you not? Are you going to put your family in a deed trust or you not? Land ownership in America is very important to African Americans. But I understand this. I say all Americans now because there's no such thing as color anymore when it comes to land. You have to understand that changing your mindset. March 10th, it's called Dream Big Memphis. I booked out the best hotel I could, University of Memphis, Holiday Inn Hotel, right downtown. Free, out of my pocket, because I believe in Memphis. I got 7 speakers, and I got my elder, which I just met this evening, wisdom beyond wisdom, has to speak at my event. I cancel everybody for that man to speak, because he has something to say. Listen, I can't be here long, but I stayed because I listened to everybody because I wanted people to say, you know what? How can I become a landowner? You know what? Just go buy some land.
That's right.
Tomorrow, go on landwatch.com. Go to Land Bank and buy the land. And it starts from $1 to $1 million you can buy land. You can buy land for $1 right now in Memphis.
$150.
Right now, you can buy land for $1.
Right here in Memphis.
Right in Memphis, you can buy land. So what is your excuse?
He's right.
Can I hear somebody say they're going to be a landowner?
I'm going to be a landowner.
Can I hear you say you're going to be a landowner?
I'm going to be a landowner. I am a landowner.
And that is what I'm going to hold you to.
I am a landowner.
My vice lords, my GDs, my Bloods, my Crips, all that, y'all take that street money, go buy some land. Don't buy the block, buy the land on the block.
Yes, sir.
Then I want you to put it to a deed trust and don't pay no taxes for the next 40 years for your family because you won't even be here to see it. Then I want you to take that land and design what you want to design on it. Because Gotti did it. A few other rappers did it. I gave them the wisdom, bro. Take some of that rap money and go build some basketball courts and get a tax break for the government in the city of Memphis. But you know what the mayor did? The mayor said, damn, wait a minute. They learning the game now, buying the land, buying the vacant lots and turning it into something that's valuable in your community. So this is what you need to do. The mayor needs to go. Because he took 98% of the land in Memphis and put it to a land bank trust that you only can go through the city to buy certain land at auction on the steps.
That's right.
It's on the steps. Every Wednesday, every Tuesday, you can go to City Hall and buy land, auction right on the sidewalk.
That's right.
So tell me tonight who's going to be a landowner. Change your mindset. Believe in restoration of financial literacy in America. The reason why I'm disguising it because it's buying back USA America. White people ain't going to bother me. Red, white, and blue, Sean Hannity, Fox News, CNN. They're not going to bother you if you disguise it. But now the bag is out. It's called Dream Big. When you hear Dream Big, we buying some land behind the scenes. We're trying to buy up 30,000 acres of land in 45 days.
Ooh, Lord, I need to be on that.
Let's do this.
Tell them about February the 9th so they can do it.
February 9th, I'll be back in Memphis. I travel the country. They call me Mr. Landman. Buying Back USA on Instagram. Mr. Landman USA. I will show you and teach you how to buy land for free. Won't charge you nothing. Don't believe in none of the real estate classes. None of it. I will give you the knowledge for free. March 10th, I will be at the University of Memphis Holiday Hotel.
That's right.
Dream Big Memphis.
That's right.
Register for free. Come for free. Speakers are speaking for free. Knowledge for free. Buy some land for free. I'm giving away a scholarship just to teach someone how to own land in America for 1 year. I learned from white people to bring it back to my people.
Go ahead.
ahead.
Listen to what I'm saying. I walked 1,000 acres so I can stand in front of you. I put in enough work. What work you gonna put in? My brothers, my sisters. Black power.
Black power.
And I'm gone.
Yes, sir.
Quick story on how powerful land ownership is. Quick story. Can everybody tune in right now? Another history lesson. Quick story on land. Anybody know Sitting Bull? Anybody know Sitting Bull?
Yes, brother.
Okay. Sitting Bull fought for the natives of this country against white supremacy and their land grab and what they were trying to do. So they sent General Custer, commissioner in the United States Army, to meet with Sitting Bull about taking the land. So they met with Sitting Bull out in the plains, somewhere out there in the plains. And Custer petitioned Sitting Bull, Bob Baruti. He asked him, he said, you gonna give this land up, or we gonna have to take it? They said Sitting Bull reached down on the ground, he grabbed a handful of soil, and he let it sift through his hand. He said, even this much land, I would not give the white man. Even this much land, and you went on to kick Custer's ass in the Battle of Little Bighorn. Do your history. Yes, sir.
Can I give everybody that got a phone, give you my number?
This man trying to give y'all his number.
901-264-3906.
All right.
My name's Jay.
Jay. All right.
You text me your name and your number.
Okay. Okay. So what's happening?
901-264-3906. Jay.
Okay. All right, brother Jay. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah. So what's happening? We got a couple more speakers. We're gonna ask these speakers to be expeditious because we're trying to wrap it up. So we have Sister Betty Tyler here. They want to follow up with that brother because she's trying to help get him to the airport. So, Sister Betty. All right, y'all welcome, Sister Betty.
I know most of you do not know me, but I am, and before you, I give you my code name, Blue Note number 9. The reason I brought that young man here is because he is one of my solutions. I need you to meet me at 480 Dr. Martin Luther King Drive, February the 9th. I will be training you from 9 to 4 o'clock about what this young man is going to bring March the 10th. It's not all. At the University of Memphis, I created a degree to finish Dr. King's beloved community. But it is because I went into the university as an experiment. So when we say you matter, this my Memphis. You matter. And by you being my Memphis, I need you to come to class. Take this number down. 901-650-1504. Because if you're going to have a change of mind to receive anything, you got to deal with the reality that you're dealing with right here. Am I wrong? If not, then anybody can come through Memphis, but you're not going to take advantage of that opportunity unless you reset and rewire your mind. That's what I'm about. I'm about us getting over the trauma. I'm a trauma specialist. Are we not still going through trauma? Okay, well, for you to reset your mind, you need to give me some time. So before you can take advantage of anything, before you can even think you can do it. Otherwise, you would have been and done it. Why didn't you research it before we brought the dream here? Another dream will be another fantasy for you if you don't rewire your mind. Am I correct? Yes. Okay, I'm just giving me to you because we're moving out. I'm like, Baba, we are moving out of here. But trust me, my family, John Kearney, was the one that was at the top step when they shot Dr. King. I'm not here to say I'm the example. My mother, Vervie Kearney, was the maid in the kitchen when they were planning Dr. King's assassination. My story with Federal Express, I get calls every day of our people being killed. I ain't got time to play. And I'm not trying to impress. I offer me to you.
That's who I am. I'm your Memphis. So on the 9th, I should already have registration in my text of you and all of you that wearing your colors. I got some colors for you. It's one. It's today. So for you to be ready for the landman, you got to be ready for me. Are y'all with that?
Yes.
Because failure is not an option. And then we'll go to the man. Is that okay with you?
Yes.
Because I ain't got time to play this out, Memphis. Y'all good?
What's your number?
901-650-1504. And you put a Z on it when you text me. Then I'll know you my baby. Y'all got it?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna get ready to close it on down, but we got, if y'all don't mind, just 1 minute. Listen, this is not this Tyre Nichols thing, this phenomenon, this social injustice that we continue to suffer to the point of our death, to the point of our losing life. This is not new, right here in Memphis. We'll make it known to the city of Memphis. This is not new. I actually had an experience of actually trying to conduct a play by one of the great elders of this community, Dr. Isaac Richmond, who's a great writer.
Yep.
If you have not got the book or have a book called House Nigger, Politics of Oppression, get that book. It's from one of your very own right here in Memphis, Dr. Isaac Richmond. But he also produced another great work that we have yet to produce the way that it needs to be. And Dr. Richmond is growing in age, and I promised him that I would make this happen for him. He wrote a play called The Shannon Street Massacre.
Yes. That's not a play, that's true.
It is a truth, but it's a play that he wrote on the truth of the happening in Memphis on Shannon Street. I forget the date, but what we do have here is somebody that was victimized by that massacre. And I have a very strong compassion for that. This sister, I just met her, and I have an extensive knowledge of Shannon Street and the massacre that took place there with 7 of our brothers who chose to exercise the right to teach their own version of how religion, how they saw it. And the police in Memphis decided to shoot and execute these brothers one day. And this young lady was 2 years old when her father was killed by the Memphis Police Department on Shannon Street in that massacre that took place. I just want to give a minute. She was 2 years old. She was robbed of her father. We always talk about fathers being absent in the home. What about it when state-sanctioned police take our fathers and we are forced to be reared with no father in this community? So right now, I just want to give this young lady a minute to address us because she's a victim of something that we don't acknowledge. We don't see the children that's affected when these black men are taken, you know, in this manner. So I want to give this young lady, Shalonda Williams, a minute to grace us with her presence. Y'all give her a hand.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Shalonda Williams. I did not know I was coming to get on the mic tonight. Come on, Shalonda. Thank you all so much for allowing me to speak. It's divine. My father was murdered in Shannon Street Massacre in January of 1983 on Shannon Street in North Memphis. Killed, it was 8 of them, shot execution style in the house on Shannon Street. You can Google it. It's documentaries on it. But it's always told from the police side or the Caucasian side, the white side. So I've been doing my research. I've been doing as much history as I could. Like you said, I was 2 years old, so I only know what I was told. But I'm doing my research, and I know that here we are, 2023, and the police officers are still killing us. So thank y'all so much. Y'all can Google it, Shannon Street Massacre. Wow.
All right, we're going to get ready to close this out. We got one more speaker that I'm going to bring, brother that I've been working with in the community diligently. and this brother has been doing very adamant work in the Memphis community, dealing with our housing situations here in Memphis. So without further ado, we want Brother Chase Mackin to grace us with his prayer. Y'all give him a hand.
Peace. Can everybody hear me? Alright, so I ain't gonna be long with it, but first and foremost, man, I want everybody to give themselves a round of applause for coming out. A lot of times we say, you know, we preaching to the choir, or people ain't showing up, or, you know, and I can tell you, man, my brother, he gone, but it was a brother in the audience, man. I remember him when he was 12, 13, 14-year-old, you know what I'm saying? Like, I seen him get his stripes, you know what I mean? He seen me get a couple, you know what I mean? But I watched him grow. The most important thing, man, I watched him grow and become the leader, you know what I'm saying, that he is today. And his leadership is reflected in the brothers that's in the audience, and their leadership is reflected in him and also in myself. So I say all this to say, welcome everybody. Appreciate y'all coming out. Look like I'll probably close this out. So I work in the community, as y'all may heard, you know, I'm what you could consider an organizer. I don't really care for titles, you know what I'm saying? I don't really care how the work get done. I just care it get done, you know what I'm saying? And if possible, I want to be a part of it, you know, a productive part of it, you know what I'm saying? If possible, you know what I mean? But we do have an issue with housing in our community. We do have an issue with our environment. We know environment shape personalities. Personalities in turn shape the environment. Right? It's a cycle. You know what I'm saying? It's a conditioning process. We all know about it. So I'm gonna read real quickly. I'm gonna read one of the points from the Black Panther Party 10-point plan, if y'all don't mind. So number 4 on the 10-point plan is we want decent housing fit for the shelter of human beings. We believe that if the white landlords will not give decent housing to our black community, then the housing and the land should be made into cooperatives so that our community, with government aid, can build and make decent housing for its people. Now, nowhere in it did they say we're going to ask for something. Nowhere in it did they say that somebody going to voluntarily give us something. They say we're going to make it. They say we're going to make it. If it ain't available to us, we're going to make it. So I can tell you right now, you know, I know everybody heard of Pepper Tree Apartments, but I can tell you it's like 4 or 5 other complexes that y'all probably never even heard of in Memphis. Yeah. Worse than it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They worse than it. They're just the one that got the attention right now. You know what I'm saying? But in the beginning of that line item, we say that we want housing fit, decent housing fit for human beings. And I can tell you right now that it's a lot of our brothers and sisters living in shelter that ain't fit for human beings. Fit worse. So you take that into consideration. If somebody willing to allow you to live in something like that, what else you think they think about you? If they'll let you live in squalor of the worst or the worst condition. Come on now. What you think they think about you as a human being? If they see you as such. So this type of thinking in my mind when I'm out in the community, when I'm doing anything community related, I recognize, I always take into consideration that I'm potentially dealing with somebody that has not experienced the fullness of their humanity for reasons not of their own, you know, not from their own doing, just from basic conditioning. If you're born in it, you're raised in it, you're gonna stay in it. You're gonna be okay with it. You're gonna be cool with repeating it. You ain't never seen nothing different. But that shouldn't allow us or deter us from working with one another. That should make us that much more certain on who the enemy is. The enemy is whoever allow you to live in it, whoever make it possible for you to live. We didn't make it possible for us to live in any of these conditions. We didn't create none of this. They'll tell you that that's the case, but it ain't. When the pandemic was going on and a lot of these housing, private corporations received millions, billions of dollars, billions of corporate welfare. Government welfare is what they get. Billions of dollars, and they still put you out. Put your ass out soon as the eviction moratorium was up. Put you on the street. Then they made laws to enforce, to make it to where you can't even appeal the eviction, even if it was illegal. That happened last year. Then they made another law to say if you get caught sleeping on the street because you homeless, you can get a felony. You can be arrested with the charge with a felony. That happened last year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's not a game, but it's a game. You know, the brothers mentioned earlier, it's a game of capitalism. Right? So right now they prime in Memphis for people from LA, Boston, you know, people coming from these states where the rent is ridiculously high, so they come in. So if Memphis inflate the rent 20-30% to them, that's still 30% cheaper than what they paying. They ain't worried about what we gonna live. So it's just gonna turn into the Hunger Games. So that's where we are. You know what I'm saying? That's where we at. That's just a brief synopsis. It's a lot. It's a lot worse than this, but it's just a brief synopsis of where we are. So the alternative is cooperative-based community housing. But in order to do that, we need land. In order to have land, we need people, right? Because we can't be people, we can't be human beings if we ain't got people around us to affirm our personhood. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be able to trust one another to say we gonna have land together before we can even think about building a house. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we just got property. You know what I'm saying? We don't have homes. We got property that we'll never own.
Because we don't have the land.
Yeah.
Because we don't have the land.
So the key word, cooperative, community, common unity. You know what I'm saying? Cooperative communities. That's my piece.
Black power, brother.
All right. So, gonna get ready to close this out, and I hope that we heard something effective tonight. We heard a lot of good things tonight, but they would be worthless if we walk out of here and don't apply them. Pragmaticism. We got to be pragmatic and practical about, these concepts and these theories that we put together, because white supremacy is real. Young brother right back there, he's standing at the door. He's not able to come in here. I think he's on post. But he asked me a question. He said, brother, can I ask you a question? He said, what can I do? Keyword, do. Young brother, what can I do? Y'all brothers supremely powerful. Memphis don't expect y'all to do shit but what we've been doing. Okay? They don't expect us to politicize and weaponize our youth, in the manner that we talking about. So that brother, I told that brother, get with an organization that's organizing effectively. The theories, the concepts have already been given to us. What has not been done is the practical application. The practical application of the theories and the concept. White supremacy is real. When you walk outside that door, white supremacy is practical. So we got to be practical. So we're going to close it out the way that we started it, with the elder Baba Ajabu. So come close us out, Baba. Y'all respect the elder. Come close us out.
Black power. Oh Lord. Black power.
Black power.
Look, there are 3 levels. Let me let everybody get it out. There are 3 levels of knowledge. The first level is information. Once you verify the information to be true, it becomes knowledge. Once you apply the knowledge, it becomes wisdom. Because now you know what the knowledge will do. You never exist just on information. You've got to verify the information to be true. And once you verify it to be true, you got to have the courage to implement information. I'm getting shot at. Verify that information. It's true.
Black power!
Black power!
Black power! Say it again. Black power!
Black power! We are going to be organized. We're going to be rectified. Because we have our differences. But our differences can't be so big that it stops us from coming together to fight a common enemy. Black power. That don't mean that our differences are not valid. But they don't become so big that we can't come together and fight that common enemy. Once we kick his ass, then we can have that discussion about whose ass needs to be kicked among the rest.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Everything in order, decent and in order. Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
I look forward to coming back. I'll talk to the chairperson. I'll talk to the truth. They've agreed that they're going to rectify. Yes. So that we can unify. Once we unify, then we can organize. Once we get organized,
ain't no stopping us.
And I understand, let me say this, I understand that there's some vice lords in the room.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We are working on a truce. Because y'all know, you don't want to fear death. And you can't be afraid. If you're afraid of dying, then you're afraid to live. It's time for us to live. So we're saying, rectify that. I want to come and talk to you. Because I'm telling you, and Brother Lumumba said it. God damn it, if y'all say enough,
They want to be on camera. They do.
Because y'all couldn't get to cutting up. Some people gonna get to cutting out. Yep. There it is. We need to rectify, unify, and organize. Ain't y'all ready to be free?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ain't y'all ready to be free?
Yes, sir.
And let's act like it.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. And see what I'm telling you now, this ain't no game. What I'm telling you is gonna cost some lives.
Right. Yes, it is.
Are y'all listening to me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are.
But the lives that are the cost that have to be paid is theirs.
Yes, sir.
Some lives got to be taken. Yeah.
I got quiet right there.
No, they ain't quiet. They thinking. What was the name of the lecture?
What are you thinking about?
Are you thinking? If you thinking about free and you a vice lord, we gonna be free. It's not a choice. And the death is not ours. Not go for free. Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can I speak on death for a second?
I mean, you're married. But I'm gonna close it up. You wanted to say something quickly?
Yes, sir. Just a second. Death. I have a saying that I teach my children, my nephews, and I've been in California. I come out of a gang. I come out of Long Beach, and trust me, a lot of my nephews are gang members. And the thing that we say about death, we don't know what death is. When we die, we ain't gonna know no way. That's what my brothers all say in Long Beach, the gangsters, the Crips, they all say the same thing when it comes to death. What's death? We don't know what death is. Nigga, when I die, I ain't gonna know. You gonna know? I ain't gonna know. So that's what they always say, they're not afraid to die. I just had to say that because I remember that.
And I still live by that today.
Let me say something along those lines. You see, we will quickly say that we have an issue that I'm willing to die for. You can die for an issue and not do anything. Sit there long enough, your butt don't die.
Yes, sir.
See, we don't want to die for a cause, we want to kill for it.
Yes,
Are y'all hearing me?
Yes, sir.
So you got to do something if you're willing to kill for a cause. And if you start killing for it, it might cost you your life. But if you lose your life, then it takes that struggle forward. Because they say, man, them cats will kill you if you do certain things to them. You break up in their house and steal one of their children, they'll kill you.
Yeah.
That is what we got to start thinking. Y'all repeat after me. Yeah, let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Blessed are those who struggle.
Blessed are those who struggle.
For oppression.
For oppression
Is worse.
is worse
Than the grave.
than the grave.
It's much more noble.
It's much more noble
To kill.
to kill
For a cause.
for a cause
Than to live.
than to live
And die.
and die
Enslaved.
enslaved.
Black power.
Black power.
Black power.
Black power.
Black power.
Black power.
Let's get busy.
All right. All right. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. I really appreciate you guys. Yes. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Queen. Yes.